What's up, Gorilla Gang? We back with another one, and today we reacted to a crazy one. We got a crazy one today. So this one is woman shoots her ex-husband. Woman ex-husband shoots the woman while in bed with her boyfriend. Though, like 42 shots fired, kids in the house. It's crazy work. But before we get to the video, y'all already know, like always, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. We're a growing channel. Come and grow with us. So, with that being said, let's get into the video.
Two people were murdered as they slept in a home in Frederick County. The sheriff called it a crime of passion.
The suspect responsible for shooting and killing Crimea Baker and Sean Lang, who were in their bed last Sunday, early morning hours, with 4 children also inside the home at the time of that shooting.
On August 25, 2024, in the town of Newmarket, Maryland, a 33-year-old Crimea Baker and her boyfriend Sean Lang, age 34, were found brutally murdered in their own home. 42 bullets fired, children hiding in the home fearfully, and an ex-husband on the run. This is not just a case of murder, it's a crime fueled by rage and anger. No one knew who committed such a heinous act? And how did a family's world come crashing down overnight?
Oh my gosh!
You're alive.
Hey, hey, hey! Ilani!
We're alive.
Ilani! You're on live.
We're alive. We're alive. Everybody.
Before diving deep into the video, we would like to extend our heartfelt condolences to the family of Crimea Baker and her children, who have faced unimaginable loss and trauma. Our thoughts are with them as they navigate this destructive tragedy. No words can fully capture the pain they must be feeling, but we hope this video honors the memory of those lost while raising awareness about the seriousness of domestic violence. We also extend our sympathies to all those impacted by this case. This story takes us to the town of Newmarket, Maryland. Known for its charming, small-town feel and rich history, Newmarket was once an important stop along the National Road, a key route in America's westward expansion. Despite its peaceful atmosphere, the tragic events that unfolded here have left a lasting fear on the community. Violent crime in this town is rare, with the odds of becoming a victim being just 1 in 1,600, a crime rate of 1 per 1,000 inhabitants. This makes the brutal murders even more shocking, shaking the foundations of this otherwise safe and historic town. Born on August 16, 1991 in Park Ridge, Illinois, Crimea Baker grew up in Mundelein and graduated from Mundelein High School. She was a nice and energetic person who wanted to live life to the fullest she could. Crimea graduated from Mundelein High School in 2009. She was a very accomplished track and field athlete, and she is a member of the Track and Field Hall of Fame at MHS. She graduated from Roosevelt University in 2013 with a bachelor's degree in psychology. She completed her master's degree in psychology and applied behavioral analysis from Capella University in 2016. She owned her own business and was a registered behavioral and ABA therapist who primarily worked with autistic children. By the way, we post true crime stories and strange cases weekly. If this interests you, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support means a lot and helps us continue sharing this content. She was the mother of 4 children: Brooklyn 11 years, Leilani 10 years, Rocky 9 years, and Cairo 7 months. She enjoyed being a mom. It was her greatest joy, and they were the loves of her life. She loved to travel. She enjoyed cooking, music and dance, fashion, owning her own business, coaching kids track and field, and working with children that have autism. She loved spending time with family and friends, and she loved celebrating the holidays and birthdays with her children. Crimea met David Philip Turner, who was originally from Miami, Florida, and they got married. Although the exact details of when and where they got married remain undisclosed, their union after some time resulted in 3 children. Crimea was a devoted mother who loved her kids deeply, often traveling with them and engaging in activities together. Her bond with her children was one of the most significant aspects of her life. and she made sure they experienced many adventures. While on the other hand, David Phillip is described as having a controlling nature. Despite her deep love for her children, Crimea Baker's affection for her husband, David Phillip Turner, faded over time. The love between them lowered as their marital problems grew, leading to their eventual breakup. David's controlling behavior and jealousy were significant factors in the downfall of their marriage. After their separation, Crimea moved on with a new man, Sean Lang, a 34-year-old military cook and fitness enthusiast.
I love Monday.com.
What's Monday.com?
You don't know Monday.com? This is Monday.com.
Crimea Baker and Sean Lang bonded over their shared love for fitness, which deepened their relationship. Sean, a kind man, supported Crimea's 3 children as his own, and they soon started building a family together. Crimea became pregnant during their relationship, and after the birth of their child, she was described as an excellent mother to both her newborn and the children she had with David. Sean also welcomed fatherhood with enthusiasm. They were a happy family, but David Turner, unable to accept their separation, was furious. On August 25,
he couldn't take it that she had a baby by another dude. Man, that's crazy, bro. You gotta move on with life, man. People, get together and people separate, bro. That you gotta deal with it, live with it, move on, learn how to move on. That's something that people need to learn how to do and stop killing fucking females because y'all can't move on. That's crazy.
2024, driven by anger and unable to move on from his failed relationship with Crimea, David Phillip Turner began his pre-planning, tragic mission to harm her. He left Miami, Florida, and drove over 15 hours to Newmarket, Maryland, with the intent of seeking revenge. After arriving, David tracked down Crimea and her new boyfriend, Sean Lang, who were asleep in their home with the children present. Consumed by rage, David forcibly entered the house and unleashed a brutal attack, shooting both Crimea and Sean at least 42 times to ensure their deaths. This act of violence was not a sudden act with anger but planned, as David's jealousy and obsession.
What's so crazy about that is he broke into that house and did that to them, and kids was in there. You know what I'm saying? The kids was in the house when you did that. What was you thinking? Like, for real, like, then you probably gonna be pussy and turn the gun on yourself. Bitch ass nigga. You bitch.
Session for punishing Crimea for moving on consumed him. The 15-hour journey proved his purpose to carry out this destructive act. Crimea and Sean were completely unprepared for the attack, as they were in their home, a place where they felt safe with their children. The excessive number of gunshots reflected the depth of David's fury, making it clear that his intent was to kill without leaving any chance for survival. After David fatally shot Crimea and Sean, the children who were in the house during the attack were filled with terror. Fearing for their lives, they hid somewhere inside the home, avoiding detection as David searched for them. Despite his efforts, David couldn't locate the children. Hours passed. When David left the scene, children felt safe enough to appear from their hiding places. Then they contacted the authorities, who arrived to find the couple brutally murdered. The investigation revealed that the victims had been shot around 1:30 a.m., and the call for help came nearly 6 hours later, leaving a grim time gap before the discovery. Initially, the police had no clear leads in the case as they struggled to identify the perpetrator. However, after a thorough investigation and examination of the evidence, authorities were able to piece together the events and identify David Phillip Turner as the killer.
Again, based on the type of killing this was, a rage, crime of passion killing, would lead you to believe, and I won't affirm this, but would lead you to believe that they were known to the killer and they were targeted. And I'll just leave it go at that.
They discovered that David had been consumed by rage after his breakup with Crimea and meticulously planned to punish her. His intent was not just to harm her, but also to kill her new partner, Sean Lang, in a vengeful act of violence.
He got killed just because he met somebody that he liked and he vibed with. That's crazy. Like, man, that's crazy. And he ain't had nothing to do with, them messing around. Like, it wasn't like she was cheating on him with him. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even the case. They was separated. They wasn't even together. They started their own family. They was together. Nigga, and you can't even move on and get past what y'all had, nigga, now you gotta come and try to kill something. That's crazy.
Evidence clearly placed David Philip Turner at the crime scene, despite his initial attempts to deny any involvement. Investigators found sufficient proof tying him to the double homicide. After gathering and analyzing all the collected evidence, the police held a press briefing to inform the public about the incident, explaining the events leading up to the murders and how Turner was identified as the primary suspect. His earlier denial ruined as the weight of the evidence grew, confirming his role in the brutal killings. Shortly after a few days, David was found and arrested while relaxing on a beach in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with another woman showing a chilling lack of regret. Crimea Baker's tragic murder deeply affected her 4 children, leaving them without a mother. Her eldest 3 children, aged 11, 10, and 9, were fathered by David Philip Turner, while her youngest, just 7 months old, was the child of Sean Lang. Despite her efforts to rebuild a family, Crimea lost her life due to David's uncontrollable jealousy. Enraged by her new relationship with Sean, David murdered both in cold blood.
The Sheriff's Office for their assistance. And again, before I get started, I want to extend my condolences to the family and the friends of Crimea Baker and Sean Lang. This was a devastating loss to the family and to the community. Now you're going to have kids grow up without their mother, 3 kids grow up without their mother, and several children grow up without a father. Turner is the ex-husband of Miss Baker and the father of 3 of her children. Turner resides in Miami, Florida, and was an IT professional. Turner was taken into custody Saturday, September 28th at about 6:20 p.m.
Big heads up, your first real estate deal shall not, repeat after me, involve this.
David's casual behavior shocked many, considering the brutal murders he had committed. The senseless violence took not only Crimea's life but also shattered her children's future, leaving them traumatized and without parental care. David, a father to 3 of these children, showed no regard for their well-being as he coldly murdered their mother and her new partner. In the aftermath, the children's loss was shattering. With their mother gone and their father arrested for her murder, the children faced an uncertain future. Authorities, in the meantime, pieced together the gruesome crime, leading to David's swift arrest. His attitude at the time of his arrest, as though nothing had happened, further highlighted the depth of his isolation and the monstrous nature of the crime he committed. The legal proceedings against David Philip Turner have become a focal point for both the community and law enforcement. Turner, the ex-husband of Baker, was arrested in Florida. His arrest was facilitated by a collaborative effort between local authorities and state law enforcement, underscoring the seriousness of the crimes he is accused of committing. As Turner awaits return back to Maryland, legal experts are closely monitoring the case. The prosecution is expected to present compelling evidence, including ballistic reports and eyewitness accounts from individuals who were present during the incident. He faces multiple serious charges, including 2 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of Crimea Baker and Sean Lang. In addition to the murder charges, he also faces 1 count of home invasion and 2 felony gun charges. The crime has been described as exceptionally brutal, with Turner's actions being premeditated and fueled by jealousy and rage. The severity of the charges reflects the cold-blooded nature of his crime. Additionally, there may be discussions surrounding Turner's mental state at the time of the crime, which could play a significant role in his defense strategy. The community remains on edge as they expect the upcoming court hearings. Many are advocating for justice not only for Baker and Lang but also for their children, who have been left to navigate life without their parents. The legal proceedings will likely unfold over several months, with initial hearings set to begin shortly after Turner's arrival back in Maryland. As this case progresses through the judicial system, it serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of domestic violence and the urgent need for increased awareness and preventive measures within society. The brutal murders of Crimea Baker and Sean Lang sent shockwaves through the Newmarket, Maryland community, leaving residents grappling with disbelief and sorrow. As news of the incident spread, it became clear that this tragedy was not just a personal loss for the families involved, but a collective trauma that affected everyone in the area. Community members expressed their grief in various ways, holding vigils to honor the lives of Baker and Lang. These gatherings served as a heartfelt reminder of the sensitivity of life and the invasive issue of domestic violence that can hide behind closed doors. Many attendees shared their memories of the victims, highlighting their warmth and commitment to family, which made the loss even more profound. The impact on the children left behind is particularly heartbreaking. With 3 children now without their mother and a father figure, local organizations have stepped in to provide support. Fundraising efforts have emerged to assist with immediate needs and long-term care for the children, ensuring they have access to counseling and other resources necessary for healing. The GoFundMe page is also created and managed by Galen C., the aunt of Crimea Baker, with permission of Crimea's mother and father. She also mentioned on the page that this fund is being created to help Crimea's mother and father fight for custody of her 4 children. As next of kin to Crimea, this is the only fund that is being authorized by her family and will be used to continue paying for the attorney that was hired, as well.
Why would they even have to fight for custody? Why wouldn't they just give the parents of this lady custody of her kids? Like, that shouldn't be a hard decision. And they want them? Like, come on, man, that's crazy. Like, for them to have to fight for custody for them kids. They should really just let them have custody. Them as her parents. That'd be probably the best place for them kids.
Well as the continuing care and the needs of the children in the immediate future. You can visit the page link in description. Local law enforcement has also taken this opportunity to engage with the community, hosting workshops on domestic violence awareness and prevention. These initiatives aim to educate residents about recognizing warning signs and understanding available resources. The case has sparked important conversations about safety, intervention, and community responsibility in addressing domestic abuse. As the community rallies together in support of the victims' families, it becomes increasingly evident that this tragedy has ignited a collective resolve to fight domestic violence. The hope is that through awareness and action, future incidents can be prevented, ensuring that no family has to endure such heartache again. This case has not only highlighted the urgent need for awareness and prevention of domestic abuse, but has also supported a sense of solidarity among community members. Vigils and support initiatives demonstrate a collective commitment to honoring the victims while advocating for change. In closing, let us honor Crimea and Sean's memory by continuing to raise awareness about domestic violence and supporting those in need. Together, we can strive for a safer environment for all families, ensuring that love and compassion prevail over violence and despair. The statement emphasizes that people should control their emotions rather than resorting to violence, as in the tragic case of Crimea Baker and Sean Lang's murders. It offers heartfelt condolences to the victims' families and friends, hoping that Crimea's children will not suffer too greatly from the absence of their mother. It also touches on the current struggles over custody of the children. The message concludes by urging viewers to stay safe and expressing hope for better outcomes in the future. Thanking viewers for watching the video.
If you're complete,
y'all let me know what y'all think about that video, man. That's sad that them kids got to come up without a mother due to the anger and the negligence of the father. Like, that's diabolical. I ain't even gonna hold you, but yeah, let me know what y'all think. I want to hear y'all comments and what y'all got to say in the comments, man. So, you know, like always, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. We are growing channel. Come and grow with us. And with that being said, till next time, we out.